What's going on, everyone? This is Jorge and I'm back. Right now, the M4 Mac Mini is currently my entire personality, and so I'm here to bring you another video on why this thing is so great and how you can maximize your money with this machine. So in my previous video, I alluded to, being able to get a keyboard, monitor, and a mouse for around $100. And so today I'm kind of gonna walk you through that and what I found online, and just to prove that it is like pretty possible if you are on like a really limited budget. And so one of the beauties about tech is that, especially right now, it feels like there is a kind of a shift where things are becoming more affordable and more attainable, and we're getting better capabilities from the machines. And so to be able to enter into like a good technological product and not have to spend a fortune, that feels kind of major. So for me, I know that goes a long way. I'm constantly looking at prices and where I can save money and what's doable and what's not. And I think we all kind of just like to stick to our budget and be more money conscious these days. And in my last video, I kind of alluded to being able to get the Mac Mini for $500 or $600, $500 if you're a student, and being able to spend about $100 on a keyboard, mouse, and display. And so I put my money where my mouth is. I bought each of those things. I spent my own money just to kind of prove to you that it is possible. I think I spent around $100, give or take, a little bit more with taxes, but it was certainly doable, and there's certainly cheaper, inexpensive options if you just need to be able to like get a working mouse, a working keyboard, and a working display. And you'll be set and you'll be able to get your Mac up and running. So let's talk about that a little bit. Okay, so let's get started. And the criteria here is simple. Just keep it as close to $100 as you can. I went a little bit over. I decided to go for something that was like aesthetically pleasing, something that was specifically for Mac. And I got a bundle, which I thought would be like a great value option for what I was looking for, especially when I learned about what I bought. I felt like I was getting an incredible value. And so what I got for my keyboard and mouse combo was a bundle. It's the Logitech Pebble combo. I think it's a Pebble 2 for Mac. Very sleek, very pretty. In general, I do like Logitech products in my everyday life. I use the MX Master 3. Some things that I learned about this mouse keyboard combo is just how silent they are, which was a huge plus. I usually use a mechanical keyboard, which even from away from my computer is pretty loud. And so learning that this was silent and being able to type on it if I'm in a public space, or if I just don't want to hear all the noise, or if I'm like doing some video editing and I don't want to hear a lot of crunching, I thought this was a great option. The bundle itself came in at like right around $50, $49 plus tax. And yeah, it's just a very quiet duo. Also, something about these that are pretty great is that you can sync them up to 3 devices. So as you can see here on the mouse, if it focuses, you can see that there's an option for 3 devices, which is amazing. You don't get that a lot with most types of mouse and keyboards. So to have like the Mac capability and compatibility, I think are huge tools. And so for me, I was happy to like spend a little bit more and just get a mouse keyboard combo that was going to work with Mac like right out of the box. And speaking to a little bit of that compatibility with Mac, these actually come with you can download the Logi Plus options program, and that actually lets you set macros and customize buttons. And so for me, that's also huge, just because I like to just, if I'm working in different programs or if I'm working in Safari, I just like to have my shortcuts. It has a screen capture shortcut, which is great. I use that all the time. I'll probably use that for this video. And it's just like super intuitive, and I think what you're getting for those $50 is very reasonable. But there is also a ton of options that are gonna, like, you can buy a $10 mouse, you can buy a $10 keyboard, wired or wireless. These being wireless and Bluetooth, that's obviously huge because it's less to carry around. And it also just so happens that they're pretty small, they're quiet, and they're just like a great value for what they are. I don't know, like, I might actually wind up using this instead of my mechanical keyboard just because I like its functionality and its operability, and it's pretty silent. So this might be my go-to keyboard, especially if I'm taking this Mac Mini from place to place. I will say an honest thought about this mouse is that it's like very small for my hand. I'm used to using the MX Master 3, and so you can kind of see that there's quite a size disparity between the two. And so I will probably use this as my everyday mouse. Continuing on, it's a very customizable, even more so than this one. And for me, since I have the money and I do a lot of video editing, I thought that was the better value option just because it offers me more in terms of functionality. And so it is a very expensive mouse, but it is great if it's worth it. If not, the Pebble 2 is going to be a great mouse for you because it's just going to do what you need it to do. One shortcoming of this combo is that they do use AAA batteries. I personally like having a rechargeable mouse and keyboard. It's obviously very convenient as long as it's not the charging port on the Magic Mouse. Sorry, I had to throw a little bit of shade in there. But yeah, the battery does last like many months before you have to replace it. It's just annoying that you have to like go out and buy a battery, but you could also just buy like a rechargeable battery option on Amazon. Some of these batteries come with like USB-C charging now, so you can just charge that battery whenever you need to. So that's pretty sick. That's another option to kind of keep your costs down and not have to like go out and buy a bunch of AAA batteries when your current one runs out. So more things to consider. It's also made from like plastic, and it's, if you're like earth conscious, it's like, you know, a consumer or an earth friendly decision that you can make, and it'll just work for you. And it's nice that it's Bluetooth, there's no dongle, so you're like up and ready to run. You don't need to connect anything, and you can keep your setup like pretty wireless, minus like plugging in a monitor and the power cable. And there are other bundle options like the Logitech MK470. That one's even lower in price. That one comes in at $37 brand new. So if you want to save those $13, you can. It's also a slim, quiet keyboard and mouse combo. And I think that's going to work wonders for a lot of people too. If you're really trying to save every dollar, like, you're not going to go wrong with these Logitech products because they perform really well, even if they're on the lower end of their product line. And so that's kind of it talking about the keyboard and mouse combo. I really like them so far. I've had them for about a day. They're really easy to work with. They're really easy to customize, which is something that I certainly appreciate, because when I'm looking for peripherals and any kind of purchase in general, functionality and ease of use just goes like a long way for me. And so I'm pretty happy with those. And so now moving on to display, I got this portable monitor on Amazon from a brand called Ingnoc. I'll obviously show it and link it in the bio or in the description. And I kind of like that it came with a bracket. It was like right at $50 when I purchased it. It's not now, but there are so many portable displays that are full HD, and they're right around the $50 price mark. And some of the things that I like about this display are, one, it came with a bracket, so I can kind of just sit it up on the table and work from that. Like if I'm going to a coffee shop or I'm at a desk at a hotel or something. And also I like that it's USB-C. So when it's connected from USB-C to the lightning port in my Mac Mini, it powers itself. So I only need one cable. I don't need a power cable, nothing like that. It's pretty customizable. If I want to stand it up and change the orientation of it from vertical or from horizontal to vertical, you can, just through the display settings on the Mac. And it's just really easy to use. It's not like the best display quality wise. You probably have to go up a little bit to get that to somewhere you like. But there are plenty of displays within this price range that kind of offer you a lot of the same. And so some more things that I like about this portable monitor is that it came with like this felt pouch. So it's just kind of sitting in here. The bezels around the top and the sides are pretty nice. And it's very flat. It's got a VESA mount, so if I did want to like mount it somewhere, I could. Came with the cable, came with a bracket to stand it up on. It's pretty great for what it costs. And then going back, if you do save money on your keyboard and mouse, like if you do save those $13 and you want to spend that somewhere else, obviously you can get to a better display. There are a lot of $70, $80 displays now that are really good, and they're full HD. They're going to be 24 inches, so they're going to be a good computer size, especially if you're limited on space. If you're really limited on space, I think this is a great one. You can buy 2 of these for $100 and you're going to be in great shape. So it does let you, get your Mac Mini and your peripherals running for like really low cost. And just kind of to wrap this all up, just simply by going on Amazon and looking and reading at reviews and comparing prices and kind of just like shuffling things in your cart, you're going to be able to find a lot of these peripherals at great prices in price ranges that are going to be able to suit you. So, if you can only spend 20 bucks, it's probably not great. But if you're willing to spend $100, $150, I think you're going to be in great shape getting a great keyboard, a great mouse, and a pretty decent display. I have at home here, I have my big displays obviously, and I have a Samsung Odyssey G7, and they're great. I love using them on my Mac. But if you're mostly just concerned with productivity and not editing, gaming, yada yada, I think a portable monitor like that's going to serve you well. And I think that this keyboard mouse combo is going to serve you just fine. And I just want to thank you all for watching. I just wanted to show that it is possible to get into this Mac Mini, save some money, and have like a really capable machine that's going to be able to do a lot for you. And so for a lot of you that are going to be looking into the Mac Mini, even if you don't have one already, just kind of like go and shop around and see what kind of prices you're getting on these mouse keyboard combos and a display. I think you'll be like very surprised that you can get this machine, especially if you're a student, for under $600. And if you do buy the base model and you just want it for productivity, you're going to be able to spend less than $750, and you're going to be in a great position to have like this wonderful setup that's brand new, that's incredibly capable, and that's just going to give you like state-of-the-line, state-of-the-art technology that's going to work well for you for like 5, 6, 7 years to come. And so I just want to thank you for watching. My name is Jorge. If you like this video, comment, like, subscribe, share it. I think that we're kind of like in this golden age of technology where things are starting to come at us a little bit quicker. We're getting better technology, and in this case, we've been able to get better technology at a better price. And I think that the Mac Mini and like the options for mouse, keyboards, and displays is just kind of like at a great place right now. And if you're interested in investing, I think right now is like an amazing time to do it. Especially, it's almost Black Friday. Look for those deals. You're going to be able to save yourself a lot of money. Thank you.